story short, when I came to
Hey, this is Nola Ada, and you are now rocking with Il McKenzie, right here.
Yo, what up, word? It's your man 504 Detroit. You already know every Tuesday and every Thursday I'm tuned in to the hottest radio station across the land, Quarantine Radio. They push it down and they play all the hottest new music. Let's get it.
It's your boy Gabe, and I want to give a big shout out to Quarantine Radio. Make sure you check them out every Tuesday and every Thursday. And thank you for supporting my new single, Down Low.
Yo, what's up, man? It's the Kid Swift, a baby, Young Swift. One time for the check-in with my dog, my homie, Il McKenzie, straight out of ATL, Georgia. And you know how we rocking out here, baby. Let's get it.
Humble get no respect.
All right. We're back. Another edition of Quarantine Radio. Tonight on the show, we got AJ The Menace. We're going to be going over a couple of other things. But first, I wanted to introduce you. Like I said, we relaunched the show. We have this nice showroom that we are actually broadcasting the show in. New platform. Still kind of tweaking a little bit of stuff because it seemed like every show there's something that we have to tweak and everything. But I appreciate everybody with the feedback, letting me know what's going on and everything. But I just wanted to go to our sponsor of the showroom. They have a couple things that they want to say. So we have DJ Max going to say a couple things before we start the show.
Hey, thanks, DJ Ill. Appreciate it. Want to welcome Quarantine Radio. We are humbled to be hosting the show here at the home of the Interactive Showroom. We certainly welcome Quarantine Radio, DJ Ill. I'm sorry. There we go. Test, check. All right, once again, we welcome Quarantine Radio. Humbled to have you here. DJ Ill, amazing commentator for the show, and we've been listening in on these past couple of shows. I'm very honored and amazed to have AJ The Menace here with us. Thank you for coming in to the showroom. It's going to be a great show. Briefly, just want to tell people about the showroom. We house Feel the Sound Productions. We do stages, pipe and drape, generators, that type of thing for festivals and concerts. We house Music and Motion DJs. We get 6 amazing mobile DJs, mainly forte the wedding scene. And of course, we also should say that we're here with Snapshot Photo Booth, and we do a variety of photo booths for all types of events. The concept of the showroom is just to have a live viewing of the DJ that's going to be at your event, particularly weddings is what we market. We do 7 bridal shows a year, which I'm going to get into the bridal show that we're doing this Sunday. But people can just come in, bride and grooms for the most part. We do quinceaneras, sweet 16s will roll in. We've got church choirs that will come in and check us out. And basically they can just see a full demonstration of the sound system that's going to be at their event. They can pick and choose the dance lighting. It's a great concept. It's a great way for people to get a feel of what they're going to have on the day of their event. And that's the purpose of having and opening up the showroom to our clientele. Also, they get to check out the decor all around the room. You have the uplighting, which really makes the room look amazing. It's in fact the only lighting in the whole showroom that just brings out the any type of venue. And then of course they can go into the room next door, which is where Snapshot Photo Booth is located, and check out the photo booth to see if they want to add or choose to go with the photo booth. We're located at 2007 Wake Forest Road, dynamite location right next to Snoopy's on the corner of East Whitaker and Wake Forest. And our website is Music in Motion DJs, that's plural, that's musicindmotiondjs.net. And our phone number is 919-880-2625. And just want to stay tuned because we're also going to be doing a segment, the home of the interactive showroom, such as myself. Again, my name is Steve Max. I'm the operations manager. We'll be doing a segment here on Quarantine Radio in the upcoming weeks. But I just want to bring it back to Quarantine Radio. Once again, DJ Ill, thanks a lot for coming and having us be a part of an amazing opportunity here. And again, my gratitude to AJ The Menace. I'm going to hand over the mic to you. I'm going to get you two at a time because those Coronas are small. Also, just one final note. Yeah, that bridal show, it's actually at the Chapel Hill Sheridan. So if you're a young couple seeking to get married and you're looking for vendors, come out to the Sheridan Chapel Hill this Sunday from 1 to 5. We have tickets. If you need them, once again, just visit our website or give us a call, once again, at 919-880-2625. We'll hook you up with tickets to the bridal show this Sunday, October 8th at the Sheridan Imperial in Chapel Hill. Thank you so much, and here's AJ The Menace.
All right.
Thank you, DJ.
All right. Thanks again, Steve, for letting us host here. Just to go run down a couple of things that's going on with Quarantine Enterprise. I'm still working on the website. The website is up. There's a couple tweaks that I got to do up there, but you can go on the link for Quarantine Radio. You'll see all the past broadcasts up on there as well. You can contact us. The email's up there if you want to submit music and everything. As you can see, we are working on a web series right now. Actually, we're working on 2 web series. One web series is one written by my stepdad, and one's written by me. We are in the midst of filming. Most likely 2018, we're going to release those. So be on the lookout for that. Also, that's about it. If you're looking on me on Facebook, there's 2 different ways. There's a couple different ways. I believe right now we are streaming live on YouTube. We also stream, not video stream. We're also working on the video stream, but we have the video stream on YouTube. Not YouTube, but Facebook. You're seeing right now, if you're on Facebook, you're seeing me. When I'm interviewing, you're going to actually see the guests, so it's going to be 2 different streams. And like I said, we're working on it to have it where you can see both of us at the same time. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been giving me feedback throughout the whole shows, relaunch shows and everything. But first, we're going to go into a couple tracks and then come back, talk to AJ about his career in North Carolina in the independent scene. He started a podcast. We're going to talk about that as well. So, and also, as I stated before, if you see the live feeds on Facebook and you want to ask questions, make sure that you just type in your question. I'll make sure I ask AJ about it. Oh yeah, we're also working on getting a phone number. So to the people that not in North Carolina and want to come, not in Raleigh, North Carolina, and want to come on the show for an interview, just like we used to have it on Blog Talk Radio. We're going to have that mixture as well. So be on the lookout. We're working on a whole bunch of stuff. But first track that we're about to play is AJ The Menace, Own Shit. First track is AJ The Menace, Own Shit. All right.
I only wear my own clothes, and I always smell my own. Every time I hit a new chick, then best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. If you see me on the street and the record's on repeat, best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. Don't send me no beef, I put them in the street. Get this whole clip. They call me Menace, baby. I appreciate your revving, but do it better, baby. My only obsession was getting cheddar, baby. Every day been raining since I've been a weather lady. Now even the weather lady think y'all been crazy. One of these poof try to play me, but she know we local, we keep it hella crazy. You know I'm local, I keep it hella crazy. Now one of my just gon' play that. I ain't even coming, they just waiting where you stay at. They a little different cause they came from where they spray at. So if I feel a threat, they just asking where to pray at. That survival of that food chain, nigga. Where they got at you would think I'm Bruce Wayne. Kick, raps, fight, crime, wine, dine, these women. And these are just the habits of a CEO. I only wear my own clothes, and I always smell my own. Every time I hit a new chick, they best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. If you see me on the street and the records on repeat, best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. Don't send me no beef, I put them in the street. Get this whole clip. I mean, you straight, but most of your lyrics come off as fake. When I get to spitting, relate like how I got too many women and double booking on dates. Beach house of that lake, that's where I take my to escape. Hop in that Mustang that we racing. She a red bone and she bang. Oh, you think this a game until we be in it where you stay? Drop this zip off on the way, then we brum it in your place. Look, B54, here I come, and pants sagging like I throw the big gun. Mitty got the beats and all the bullets, I'm the gun. So when I get to rapping, I ain't missing anyone. Listen, you can think your man is fly, but know that I'm the guy, cause every time I drop a full verse, I leave him traumatized. You slaves in my eyes, you want your reparation? Drink a 40 ounce with your pit while you waiting. I only wear my own clothes, and I always smell my own. Every time I hit a new chick, they best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. If you see me on the street and the records on repeat, best believe I play my own shit. What? I be playing on my own. Don't send me no beef, I put them in the street. Get this whole clip.
Hey, dynamite. Hey, Hey, drum on the stick. Hey, I'm tryna be like a kid. Yeah, I caught the whip with the kids. She take off her clothes like they don't fit. Yeah, young, tall, and skinny, I'm fit. Tattoo my body, I'm lit. Yeah, tatted her head to my toes. Let it shadow on all of my foes. Get the bag, get it, I never let go. Get the bag, get it, I never let go. Get the bag, get it, I never let go. Get it back, I never let go. Take a number, stand in line. I give you what you want. Green light, Steph Curry. I can let go when I walk. Give me my change. Please, just give me my change. They love you so much when you broke. Well, I'm sorry I changed. Change of plans. I heard your mans was chasing hands. I made the bank deposits like I am Dizzy Grams. I put a V on my mask. I put a mask on my neck. No, I'm not talking computers. When I say I'm good with my tech, I got the white like I'm Czechoslovakian. Trunk in the front, but I still throw the body in. Trigger as light as a bobby pin. I cut the girl like cesarean. I push the horse like a chariot. This Chino Hills with the cherry pink. Ballin', ayy, drum on the stick. I'm tryna be like a kid. Yeah, I cut the whip with the kids. She take off her clothes like they don't fit. Yeah, young, tall, and skinny, I'm fit. Tats on my body, I'm lit. Yeah, tatted up head to my toes. I did this shit on all of my foes. Get the bag, get it, I never let go. Get the bag, get it, I never let go. Get the bag. Get it back, I never let go. Get it back, get it, I never let go. Dynamite, baby, I'm poppin'. You don't really be running option. Over the pop with concussions. Wrist automatic concussion. Fully automatics at the concert. Block a knock and got his Converse. Cut the talking, I ain't tryna converse. This a felon rapping, this a Converse. That is a bar, big fella. I'm on a bar, big fella. Yeah, still rolling the out the jar, big fella. Oh, he weak. Oh, get us some milk. Oh, let's show to your baby mama. To me, she a MILF. My money is dirty like filth. Yeah, my whippy go squirt like a kilt. I'm from the dirt like it's silk. Yeah, I pour up a 4 and no smilk. Tough like a 4, how I'm built. Yeah, I'm on 100 like Wilt. Yeah, your OG is soft and silk. Whoa, I spray the banana and peel like raw, 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 raw. Hey, Jay, pass me another drum. I ain't done. Dynamite sauce. Hey, look, drum on the stick. Hey, I'm tryna be like a kid. Yeah, I caught the whip with the kids. She take off her clothes like they don't fit. Yeah, young, tall, and skinny, I'm fit. Yeah, tats on my body, I'm lit. Yeah, tatted on heads and my toes. With a shot on all of my foes. I get it, get it, man. Get it, I never let go. Never let go. Get it, I never let go. Get it. Fire sauce. Yeah. Keep cooking. Roll up. Drums on it. Get it. Jump on the stick. My pot is so hot. Yeah, you know, dynamite.
Flavor and let you taste of my love. If I wanna drop it, boy, will you pick it back up? I can be your lover, I can be your best friend. I'm a little danger. Tell me, can you handle this? Give me a reason to let you taste of all my love. If we take it slow, can we switch feet the beat back up? I can be a bad girl, I can be your whole world. I'm a little danger. Tell me, can you handle this? Handle this, 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 handle this. When it's feeling good, boy, I wish you would come and dance with me, come and dance with me. When it's feeling right, give it to me how I like. Come and dance with me, come and dance with me. You take all my secrets. If I turn you up, you're gonna wanna keep it. I can be your savior, I can be your loose end. I'm a little danger. Tell me, can you handle this? If I ain't too loud, boy, turn the music up. I got a thing for you. Pick the beat back up. I could be your lover, I can be your best friend. I'm a little danger. Tell me, can you handle this? Handle this, 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 handle this. When it's feeling good, boy, I wish you would come and dance with me, come and dance with me. When it's feeling right, give it to me how I like. Come and dance with me, come and dance with me. When it's feeling good, boy, I wish you would. Boy, I wish you would. Boy, I wish you would. When it's feeling right, give it to me how I like. To me how I like. Give it to me how I like. I like it, boy. I like it, boy. I like it, boy. I like it, boy. I like it, boy.
Yes. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. Woo! We ready. Yeah. Hands up. South side, north side, east side. What you said that west side. Yeah. South side, north side, east side. What you said that west side. Yeah. Know where he from? Know where he at? Born in the cat, home of the canes, home of the hills, home of the pack, tat.
slide through the cut. My nigga was good, they think cause I'm proper. That Madison J, ain't come from the hood, I stroll through the R. I holla at Petey, holla at Two, holla at Kids. I know she gon' probably be mixed with the crew. Holla at Shice, holla at Black, holla at News, holla at Mase, holla at Rome, nigga we own, yeah. Holla at Ola, holla at Mills, who's chasing that check. Ain't for the neck, applying the pressures, I only do best. I'm rocking with Pooh, I holla at Ruger, I'm raising the bar. Got love for the city. Hey, this be the R, this who we are, yes. I've been waiting for my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine. I've been waiting on my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine, yeah. We ready, yeah, we ready, yeah, we ready. For what you said that we want, yeah. We ready, yeah, we ready, yeah, we ready. For what you said that we want, yeah. Feel like the throne, feel like I'm home. Into my zone, I usher him in. But we ain't got time for lovers and friends, immaculate pen. If they pull it out, I might detonate. Rap crowds, I separate. Gotta stay around for these fucking fakes. Legendary, and this is just the debut. Labels try to enslave you. I'm so in tune with the matrix. Took it back to the basics. Mingled with all the races. Take my name, elevated. This weed is called elevation. Okay, everything's cool. Just watch how you move. When we enter the groove, whatever you choose. You shoot for the stars, then you aiming to lose. Hey, I done waited 20-something odd years for this, counting for life. That explains why I kill for this, yes. I've been waiting on my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine. I've been waiting on my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine, yeah. We ready, yeah, we ready, yeah, we ready. For what you said that we want, yeah. We ready, yeah, we ready, yeah. We ready for what you said that we want, yeah. It's time to come up and show to our world why I'm next with the crown. Gave her the tapes. I just been working, the master the sound, master the craft. You would've thought I was flying with Masons, growing impatient. Think of the minutes and seconds I wasted. The practice is ancient. Started my day with the waking and baking. And here go the flow. And give me your ears and even exchange. Oh Lord, I hope I don't fall from this game. I'm trying to make my way. Salute to my fam. I am what I am. You encourage a man, I hatching a plan. We letting them fold. Got glue on hands. They ain't get it. I push the limit. Sicker with it. Pictures I orchestrated, illustrated. Hope you get it. Yes. I've been waiting for my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine. I've been waiting on my day to come, so now I feel it's my time to shine. Yeah, we ready. Yeah, we ready. Yeah, we ready. For what you said that we want. Yeah, we ready. Yeah, we ready. Yeah, we ready. For what you said that we want. Yes, nigga, yes. Yes. 919 always on my mind. Yes, this for the ones said that we want, yeah. Hello, sir. 919.
I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread and no letting up. I'ma get the bread and no letting up. I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread and no letting up. I'ma get the bread and no letting up. Roll a doobie up, smoke that now. Walk into the jewelry store, I need my diamonds right now. I can't change a thing, I tell them haters pipe down. Make them just wanna fuck, I need some right now. Money got me crazy, I can't lie. I'm believing I can fly. Want a girl that look like Keisha Cole with a body right. Smoking, drinking way too much, I made some changes in my life. Turning water into Sprite, man, it ain't even right. Hey, I get this money, let it stab. Hey, I Get this money, let it stack, ayy. I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. Tats all on my body, swear I'm feeling gnarly. I just wanna smoke, drink, and party, bro, let's get it started. Bed always rocking like the crowd at Coachella. Oh, wanna they say I'm a handsome fella. Foot up on the gas and I ain't letting up. I just want a Billy truck, smoking hella loud till I'm feeling like my face is stuck. Girl, you know you're so fine to me. I just wanna rock your body till you fall asleep. Hey, get this money, let it stack. Hey, get the money, let it stack. Hey, I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I just feel bitch and now she starstruck. Getting to the money, yeah, it's all for us. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up. I'ma get the bread, ain't no letting up.
Alright, we're back. I need to work on that. Actually getting the list up and everything, and letting y'all know, because go back to like how I used to like let everybody know exactly what tracks we're playing and everything. But I honestly forgot what I just played. But it is actually, if you go to, I just learned this. Like if you go on Spreaker.com or you go to the broadcast on YouTube, if you actually, there's yellow dots. And if you hover over the yellow dots, it lets you know what song it was. So that's another way that you can actually see if you like a song and you want to know what was that song that just played on Quarantine Radio. Hover over the yellow dots, and it will let you know exactly what song I played at that point in time. But as I said before, today we have on the show AJ The Menace. Why don't you give them a little introduction of who you are?
Yo, y'all can hear me? Okay, yeah. AJ The Menace. I'm a Raleigh native, I guess. I haven't been here my whole life, but I've been here about 11 years now, so I might as well claim it. I rap, I do podcasting, I event curation. I'm kind of a renaissance man. I do a little bit of everything, you know. So the music hits, the podcasts I heard they're being receptive pretty well. So I guess if I do it, I'm gonna put 110% into it. So. Yeah, I'm all over the place though. So, but yeah.
All right. So when I first saw you, like I think it's been a year.
Has it been?
Like
I met you through my sister.
Huh?
I met you through my sister.
Yeah, I was talking about like the actual first show that I actually seen you
yeah, that was probably
perform.
A year ago. Yeah, that's probably
perform.
A year ago now.
So what actually? Cause like I know that we talked before. And like I know that you've been doing shows and you used to run your own shows and everything.
I did, yeah.
Like what got you into actually doing that or starting up the music business, or like what got you like this is what I need to do?
All right, well, it all is pretty much harboring from the fact that I'm doing anything I can to make a living of at least 6 figures or more a year and not go back to school, because that is like the goal, like to not go back to college. Like I got my associates, I'm good at this point. Like if I can avoid a bachelor's and still bring in 6 figures or more a year, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? So that was one. I don't want to go back to school. 2, I mean the music thing, that only started because I was always around, when the homies be chilling, like everybody freestyle when they off something, you know what I mean? So everybody freestyles like when they chilling with their boys or whatever. And then I guess one of my homeboys, Leon Gamble, who started the music, like recording and doing all that stuff first. Oh, excuse me, man. These beers got me burping, But he dropped a project called The Reservation. And this is back in Shakedown Street days. So like everybody in Raleigh that remember Shakedown Street, that might have been the first place they like ever performed ever. And it was like hip hop every Sunday night, I think, or something like that. So
I probably wrote 1 or 2 verses for one of his songs. You know what I mean? So like, I got the taste there of start rapping, and then he was generating some good buzz or whatever with his project. And then when he kind of chilled and started working on the next project, I was like, well, I should probably drop a project to keep the momentum going. So that's when I came out. This is back in 2012 with Procrastination at its finest. So I dropped that project. That was pretty well received when I first dropped it, and then nobody. Pretty much the people that were booking him for shows, and like they knew me because I was always at every show that he went to, either hype man or had a verse. You know, like nobody looked at me as an artist until I dropped the project, and it still took time after I dropped the project to people look at me as an artist because nobody would give me a show. So I just started like pulling up to the venues, like asking to speak with the event coordinator or the bar owner or whatever. I was like, how much is it if I wanted to throw a show here, blah, blah, blah. And I just started from scratch because nobody would, literally, I probably hit up 5 to 6 people that I knew were doing shows, and like we have done shows, but adjacent, not AJ The Menace on the flyer. And nobody gave me an opportunity, so I created my own pretty much. And then at that point, once I was like, oh, you don't have to be like, oh, I can get money from this too. So, and yeah, I'm dropping a free project, but like when I throw these shows, I'm bringing home like 300. So I'm like, all right, let me do this every month. So I just did that like every single month for like a year, almost like probably like 15, 16 months straight. And then I just like had the other people that like I was performing with, like people that I had met networking, like Madison and stuff like that, just like, yo, come do a 15-minute set. But I was all about like creating that right experience because I always like, even when I went to these other local shows, like I'm a critic, man. I be critiquing a lot of stuff. I'm hard on myself, so like if I'm critiquing somebody else's work crazy hard, like I'd be like, they got too many people on the flyer. Number one, like nobody wants to stick around for 10 acts. Two songs is not a show set. You know what I mean? Like you don't know anything in 2 songs about me. So like I used to try to create these like moments, like 4 people, like fire host, fire DJ, 15 minutes, like that joint. There's no lyrics. Don't you dare come up here with no lyrics on here. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. So people enjoyed the shows I used to put on because I was like, I would go hard with it like that. But that's pretty much how I started, man. Like, nobody gave me the opportunity. So at that point, I just got to create one. And then I saw the money come in from it, too. So
you basically just JayZ and Dame Dash did, basically.
Pretty much for a good year, yeah. But I just didn't, but the thing that I failed on is that, and I learned this, I'm like a hip-hop nerd, man. Like, so like I watch dumb interviews, like, Breakfast Club, like I probably seen all their interviews. Like I'm gonna exclude this last year just because like I've been working I used to work at a job where I could watch everything. So like, but I'm still catching those people. Like I'm not missing no Rick Ross interview, no matter where he's doing the interview at, cause he be dropping gems. And people like these interviews is like how you get free game from people in the industry, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm never gonna miss a JayZ interview. They're so rare, nobody misses them anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so that's like nothing like cool to say, but. It's like JayZ, I'm not ever missing one of his interviews. I'm never missing a 50 Cent interview. Never missing a Rick Ross interview. It's like these certain people in the game, like Dame Dash, Moguls, Andre Harrell, P. Diddy. I'm not missing none of their interviews because they literally dropping knowledge on like literally how the music industry works. And then like I've always heard this quote from Gary Vee. It's like you can literally give people all the game they need to succeed. And like you can give it to everybody for free. Like I can tell you right now, you want to make $1 million, I'll tell you right now. But only 1% out of 99, only 1% of the people are gonna do it. Like you can tell 100 people, one person is actually gonna do it and actually see. You know what I mean? Everybody else is gonna be like, "It's too hard." But,
yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's all about like actually like taking that knowledge you learned. So now I'm just trying to like really like lock in and just like get it popping. Like so now I'm like just spreading myself everywhere, but at the same time I don't want to spread myself thin. So I think I spread myself evenly enough now where like. I do the podcast. I had to put music on hold just because I was putting so much energy into that. But now that I got that in a pretty stable position, I can go back to the music. I'm going to drop some by the end of this year. I'm going to start throwing events again because I missed that bag from the events. Those bags were nice. But I don't think I'm going to do no party. I don't think I'm going to do no shows no more.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, you'll see who's a true entrepreneur because like you'll sit there and I listen to the interviews too, and like you said, like especially Dame Dash, and like you'll sit there and people will say that he's crazy for things that he says.
Yeah,
But like if the true entrepreneurs will sit there and listen to it and like, yo, he's right.
Yeah.
But like
his delivery's trash, but he's saying something real. You know what I mean? Like his delivery's off, but you just got to know how to pick out what he's saying and like, oh, so your delivery was trash in that situation, but I get exactly what you're saying. I can do that. So like, it's certain people like that. But people like to be dismissive, but to people like Dame Dash.
Yeah.
But he dropping knowledge, man, at all times. So
and then you have JayZ where JayZ, like, you basically grew up watching JayZ and you seen that's one, like I tell people all this all the time, like Nas, I will always put Nas over JayZ hip hop wise, but business wise, like he evolved and he adapted all the time. He evolved and adapted all the time.
That's
like
true.
That's one thing that I give him credit. And then like he evolved business wise where he was able to take over Def Jam. And then he actually, like I said this when with Mase and Jay, like he took one of my ideas. Like when I was in high school, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do the music business and I'm going to have the sports on the side and stuff like that. And he actually did that. And like he got all these athletes coming out of college saying that they want to be signed to Roc Nation. He the way that he stated it too, like he said that sports managers is just like another hustle. Like he knows how to sit here and talk to these sports people and get their money, just like he did it with the hip hop industry.
It's all supply and demand, man. People forget how like basic the economics are. The supply and demand. That's all it is, man. And it's like you literally, it's as simple as present a product. Even if the product is trash, if you make that product look good, it's supplied. Like the demand will be there at that point. But so it's like, you know, that's pretty much what he did with the artists, with the sports people.
Yeah.
It was like, you need that artist, but you know, there's certain things you got to pass before you can have them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's protecting the artist, so the athlete. So he's like, I'm with it, and then JayZ's getting a percentage of that.
And then like you have to think back to like when Rockefeller like kind of broke apart, and like you could actually see like, cause like everybody was like cause I was talking to people about this like around that time, like you were seeing everybody trying to sign to Rockefeller, and like most of the major
We're talking about when they broke up.
Yeah, like most of the major record labels, like their downfall was when they were trying to sign too many artists. I felt.
Always, yeah, man, yeah. You got to keep it real selective. I've noticed that.
Because
who
like
you bring in,
and then like everybody, like you would see all these artists that like they were known, but they felt like they needed that push. Like even like G Unit, like Mobb Deep, like they signed it
to G Unit,
and then you had, was it? I'm trying to think. MOP, did MOP sign to G Unit? I know they signed to somebody.
Possibly. There was a little point when 50 was signing. There was a little point when 50 was signing like OGs and people that we kind of forgot about. You know what I mean? I remember that because that was when he signed Mase too. It was during that era, like when Mase came back to rapping. He was like, he grabbed Mase and then he grabbed what is it? Yeah, like you said, Mobb Deep. But he just did an interview with Breakfast Club. He said Mobb Deep was still putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Because they have that core fan base that's going to bring in, like, after a couple months. It might take a year, but they still going to get a gold record off of something they drop. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, he was saying they were still putting up numbers. So, even though they were, so in their situation, they probably needed that. You know what I mean? So, rest in peace to Prodigy, too.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like even like Prodigy, like you were saying, like his first album, like classic. I felt like I remember like bumping that, like it was, I think it was 0102, like straight through, hit after hit.
Yeah.
Like I felt like even though like a lot of people like when he died, everybody was bumping him. So, like I really feel like he didn't get his due when he was alive.
No, he didn't. Most people don't though. That's kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's so weird, yo. People are so weird, but it's like everybody that dies, they're like, oh man, give them the flowers while they're alive. That's not a corny saying. I'm not trying to make it sound corny, but it's true. But it's like nobody does it still, and then people bring that phrase up when somebody dies. So it's like, when are we gonna start respecting people while they're alive? Like, we don't have to keep like trying to go back and like make up for when they die. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Cause like I'm trying to think who else, but like it's just crazy. Cause like you have so many pioneers, and then like I'm probably going to try to pick your brain on this as far as the new rappers and them not giving props to the older. Like it's just it's crazy to me. Like with the new hip hop industry, like I'm not going to say it's all trash because like I like yeah, like their scenery type of like I can listen to them in the club, but I wouldn't
like
drive around. I wouldn't drive around and actually listen to it or listen to a whole album all the time. But like when I'm in that scene, I'm like, okay, this track is pretty good. And like I started DJing, like people come up to me requesting songs and like they say stuff like Lil Yachty and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I don't really want to play this. And then I start playing it.
You see what it does to the crowd.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, okay, I'm kind of feeling this. So like it's kind of like the scenery type of but I don't think like today's music has longevity. Like what do you think about that as far as like cuz like it seemed like a lot of artists nowadays is like quick that YouTube era that's quickly get that money right now, and they don't actually put thought into their music and actually bring that longevity. Like, how do you feel about the music scene right now as far as 10 years from now? Do you think, like, anything that's coming out right now is going to be...
No, man. I mean, yeah, some of them will make it 10 years. The percentage is probably like 1%, though. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even have to talk 10 years from now, we might be working with 0.5%. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, I mean, they're going to be gone in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like... It's a dub for them. Like, it's like the people that are trying to evolve or like at least branch out. All right, because this is the thing. Like, I'm with everything has phases. Everything circles back around. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then we have examples now where like real rap is like you can still eat off of making real rap or in quotes real rap. You know what I mean? So you can still eat off that. But then there's gonna be the microwave rap where it's like you drop a record. You drop one video that goes viral, you can tour off of that for like one record for like a year, and then you can just fizzle out. I mean, you might not ever be able to do it again. I don't have a problem with it because they're not going to be around forever, majority of them. You know what I mean? So like, I'm happy for them, you know what I mean? Because I wish one of these records I dropped did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't be mad at them at all. Like, if one of my records just like, I woke up in the morning and I got 2 million notifications because like, literally a record I dropped a year ago just went viral all of a sudden. Like, that'd be popping for me. But in my case, I know you're never not going to see me again because I got content. You know what I mean? Like, content is king. After these people, they records pop, they ain't got no content. So it's like, even if my record and my musically I don't pop, say that one record pops and I go crazy for 1 year. That's cool. I'm still going to drop a podcast every week. So I'm going to have revenue from that too. And you're going to love me off the podcast. I'm still going to throw some sort of events every month, so you're gonna come through to my events. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's okay, but you know, I feel sorry for the ones who don't see the opportunity in it and try to invest in something. But yeah, I don't really mind it, honestly. Like, I don't want to hear it all the time, but I don't mind it either.
That's funny that you talk about investing because like there was a lot of people during the playoff, they were clowning Chamillionaire, and because like they just felt like he was like one of them one hit wonders, but like I knew personally, I knew personally like he invested his money into technology. Like,
he's like one of the like most popping he's like a prominent figure in like Silicon Valley. Yeah, I always think Silicon, but Silicon Valley. But yeah, he's like prevalent in the tech world. Like the people, whoever thinks they fell off, musically he's cold as ice. He's non-existent. So like, if you want to have that conversation, nobody's about to disagree with you. Nobody wants to hear his music right now, but he is far from broke right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, I respect those people like that can do one hit. On the low, I'm kind of like that because I don't see myself wanting to rap forever. Like, I do want to be respected though, like when it comes to rapping, but I don't want to do it forever. I know I'm not gonna enjoy it forever, but I enjoy the performance. I want like 3 classic projects under my belt. You know what I mean? I feel like it takes 3 classic projects where like it's just like boom, boom, boom. It's like he only dropped 3 albums. They were all fire though. You know what I mean? I don't need to drop no more. That's how I feel. You know, some people like they want to do 10, 15 albums. I just never been built like that. Like 3 classic albums, I'm happy. You know what I mean? That I put all my dedication into. Because I got so many other things that I want to do. So many other things that I want to do. Like, that's just all it is. But yeah, man, it's all about that investing, bro.
Yeah, because you also mentioned something because like a lot of people say about me like I kind of sometimes I feel like the reason why I haven't been able to like get over that hump is because like I feel like I do too much as well, and it's and then like I've been trying to like focus on one thing, but it's like people ask my advice on certain stuff like this podcast and everything. Like I honestly like wasn't interested in bringing it back, but I had so many people hitting me up saying, when you gonna bring Quarantine Radio back, when you gonna bring Quarantine Radio back. And then like I had this opportunity where I could have broadcast here, and like I like just chopping it up with people. Yeah. Like you saw I seen a couple of your podcasts and everything. Like it's just you get to meet new people and you get to talk about what you love. It's just that's basically what it is. And like I look at some of the podcasts like Nori got his own podcast and stuff like right now is like that's the thing. Like anybody can do it right now, and then like there's a way that you can make your money off it and everything. What actually got you interested in starting up yours?
The podcast?
Yeah.
It was literally I used to work at a TV station job. No lie, it's like 3 minutes from here, bro. Like dumb, like mad close. And it was one of those jobs. First one, it was my first office job, and that's when I realized I will never do that again. Like it was for real, like like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 office life. And it was one of those jobs, even more office, or like to the point where you literally, I didn't even have to talk to anybody for an entire day. If I did have a conversation with you, even if you were behind me, I would just send you an I am. You know what I mean? So like you didn't have to talk to anybody all day. The work was brainless, so I could listen to music all day. So it's like I'm literally just like digesting YouTube and albums consistently. Now I need something else to digest. So then I'm like, I was kind of listening to podcasts, but that's really when I fell into the podcast world, because it was like, podcasts, they give you hours of content to listen to, especially when you just found like a new good podcast and you have like hours of like old content to look at. So like that's when I started doing the thing. So I was working at that job for like 15 months, and maybe towards the end, after like almost a year, I was like, I don't know why I'm still listening to these and not doing it myself. Just mad easy, like, because the thing with the podcasting is there's so many different levels to it. Let me try to think of an example. So it's the Juan Epstein formula, which they were the original hip-hop podcast, the first podcast, period, I think, honestly. Their formula is 2 radio guys from Hot 97, Peter Rosenberg and, how did I forget his name? Disrespectful. And low-key, this is the thing I like about podcasts. When you listen to a podcast, you're getting the real person. It's not an interview format. It's like 2 homies chopping it up, especially when it comes to the co-host and the host, or the host. Like you know these people. So like that's what people buy into. People buy into the feeling of, I actually know this person. You listen to me every week on my podcast, you know me pretty well. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to me every single week, you know me. People buy into that. I can drop an album that literally just has my name written on it, and people who are like super fans, you know what I mean, that really enjoy me might buy it for $1. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the thing I really liked about the podcast, was that there is no format. You give people your real you. They either rock with you or they don't. If they rock with you on a weekly basis, that means now that is my solid platform. No matter what fails, I can get 50 to 100 people to rock with me every single week. Literally, I'm talking for an hour and a half with other people. If you rock with me doing that, half of y'all, or 70 to 80% of y'all, gonna rock with this music that I drop too. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just made sense when it's like, I can just have weekly content, because I don't want to write a song every day or every week and put a video out every week. That's just not me. You know what I mean? So I can have weekly content podcast-wise. when I drop a record, the numbers are going to be reflected because I've been building a fan base in the podcast that I get to carry over, plus the people who just respect me for just the music. So it just made complete sense for me to start one when it comes to content, because it's 2017, about to be 2018. If you ain't got content out here that looks good and sounds good, you ain't nothing out here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how fire you are. If your content don't look good online and you're not coming out with consistent content, whether it be music, podcasting, YouTube vlogs, you're not going to make it. So I knew myself, I'm not putting out a record every week. This is not happening. Sorry, hate to break it to y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can talk every week, though. I talk every day. So that I can do. You can get me weekly talking. You know what I mean? So then when I drop records, it's like a nice surprise. So it just made sense business-wise. If I'm trying to make if I'm trying to make social media and money, and I'm trying to monetize that and make a career and make money and a living off that, I need some sort of weekly content. So the podcast just made sense. So it was like, I listen to all these examples. Listen to all these examples of like the podcasts I listen to. Like Brilliant Idiots, my first one, because I was a big Charlamagne fan from The Breakfast Club. Brilliant Idiots came out. Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz. Then it's so funny how the podcast thing worked, because Brilliant Idiots, first and only podcast. Then then Charlamagne brought Tax Zone on his podcast. Started listening to Tax Season. Then Tax Season brought in The Read. I didn't really like The Read, but I respect it. The Read is popping. You know what I mean? But it's not for me. But then they talk about other podcasts, so you just start listening to other podcasts that they talk about, and it's like if people that I enjoy their personality like their podcast, I'll probably like it too, and 9 times out of 10 you will. So that's pretty much how it got. So I just kept falling into this like rabbit hole of podcasts, like, and then I was like, all right, I got to stop at some point and just do it myself.
It's basically like developing your brand as you were stating, and actually getting your target audience, like you said, like you can do the podcast, and also like the fact that because like this is one thing that I actually did one event with the speed dating, but like that was something that I was thinking about, like branching off, like with the podcast, like you develop your fan base, and then you start on your podcast talking about these events, and you will get more people to come out there, and like that's free advertisement for you. Like you sit there, like instead of like paying the radio stations to advertise, like you already see like how many people are actually listening to your podcast, and then you can start advertising your own stuff, and you see the people coming out. Yeah. Like with my speed dating event, like a lot of, like I'm like you, I'm hard on myself. Like everybody else was like, you got how many girls to come out to your event and stuff like that, but I was upset there was no guys. Yeah. Like, and then I had guys that were saying that they were coming, so I was disappointed, because like I was like, oh dad, all these girls came to the event, and I had like one or two guys there. I
had to work. Something happened where I couldn't even come, man. I'm sorry about
that. No, I ain't ragging on you or anything, but but like I was sitting, because like I was upset. I was sitting there, like I had my head down, but like I actually reached out to some of the girls, and like they said they had a good time and everything, but they wished that there were more guys, and like it was good at the fact that I actually had speakers there, because they said they learned something from that. But
so you formed the event the correct way still. Yeah. Because it was like, even if one lane fails, you have something to pick it up. Yeah. So even though there was no guys to go on these speed dates with, the women still got to hear motivational, positive speaking from somebody. So it was like, yeah, it worked out for them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
But yeah, that's just a avenue that you can actually take as well, because like you said that you want to pick up your shows and everything, and then like you can use your podcast as that avenue. Yeah. And then like you said, put out music and everything. You will have people that rock with that. It's all about developing your brand and stuff like that.
Yeah, that brand development and that brand development, it's people be sleeping on it, man. And it's like, the thing with brand development is I used to do guerrilla marketing, and I was pretty good at it, I would say. Like, where I guess guerrilla marketing is just where you just like running up on like, yo, it's popping off. But it's like, I could do it successfully, but I'm trying to get the marketing now where it's like, even though I still need that guerrilla marketing regardless, because I don't have 100,000 followers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that guy that's just like, boom, boom, I drop something that's going to do numbers. So I still got to be out there, but the real thing I've really learned with the social media wave, especially when we're talking about these millennials, man, it's like, And I just found out I'm a millennial, but I don't class about myself. It's weird. I don't know. But the social media wave and the way technology is moving, people don't know how to have the conversation with each other. Like, this is ridiculously, this could be like, for somebody like 16, this is like crazy. Like them talking to each other, even like face to face. This is out of control. You know what I mean? Like, they can't even believe we could do this for however long we could do this. This is normal to us because we knew what it was like before computers. Like, I hit you on the house phone. I'm going to be there in 30 minutes. Don't leave the house because if you leave, we gone. I'm messed up. Yeah. So it's like, we still know how to do both. So it's like, that's where we win because it's like, these like younger generation, they're going online to find this personal connection that we can build in person too. So as long as we keep showing our audience that's why I like the podcast. And that's another thing I learned. I used to study YouTube vloggers a lot. They really be talking to the camera. I tried the YouTube vlogs, bro. That is by far the weirdest thing in the world, bro. Like, for real, having straight conversations like, yeah, man, tell them about your feelings and stuff. I'm not built for that. You know what I mean? But that's why they kill. Like, the people that are into, like, YouTube people, that, like, follow the YouTube people, man, like, they're excellent at talking to the camera and talking to it like a real person. And it's like, it's that bond, like, forget what you're doing in your personal life, like you're throwing an event. They just like you, bro. And it's like when you get people to like you, they'll do anything for you. Or not even like, crazy stuff, but like they'll be receptive to anything you put out. Instead of just putting something out, not showing them your personality. Especially nowadays. Now, back in the day, Michael Jackson's, the Princes, the more you hid away from us, the more mystique and the more I want it. You know what I mean? Because you're away. It's social media now, you know what I mean? So like I like artists more now after I watch their interviews. Like I would have never listened to Vince Staples if I didn't see his interview. And then I saw like a couple of his interviews. I'm like, yo, this dude is cool as hell. You know what I mean? Now I'm listening to your music. You know what I mean? So like it's all about that personal connection that people feel like they can have with you. As long as you can relay that in real life and on camera, you can be successful in anything that you do, social media wise. So yeah, that's really what I'm going for, like everything. Every time I'm like doing something.
And YouTube, like you can make a lot of money off YouTube as well. Cause like I remember, like I actually saw this one girl on my Facebook. Like she was wondering how her son was making money. Like I think her son was like 13, 14, and he had a video game channel.
Oh,
yeah.
They
Like
get money in the video game.
Yeah,
channels,
like
man.
he just had people, like he would just do walkthroughs through video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like she was just like, how are you getting this money? And he just said that he getting paid from YouTube.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I'm about to go into another music break, and then we're gonna come back, chop it up with some more with AJ and everything. Talk about more about what he's doing with music wise and stuff like that. Yeah, I know that I'm going to save that. We're going to come back. But first track that I'm about to play is AJ's track, Ride. This is AJ The Menace, Ride.
When you jump inside my ride, you gon' roll this while my hands resting on your thighs. You so fine. Oh, and I know you mine. I'ma call you queen and we gon' never fuss and fight. We just ride. Oh, we just ride. We just ride. Oh, we just ride. Pull up in my caddy, it's that Eldorado body. I got this from my granddaddy, rest in peace. Cause girl, you're fresh to death inside. Your outfit and your body's tight. I see you wore them shoes I like. What you wanna do tonight? This town is all for you tonight. Point the way, I'll start the drive from countryside to countryside. Oh, I can drive us straight into this candlelight. The sunset is our destination. I won't even stop at lights. Everything we do feels so good. I've been really thinking that we should hold on to that love of my childhood. From the puppy love to us having cubs, I've been feeling like I don't have enough, or we don't ever really get to speak enough. But we can jump inside my ride. You gon' roll this while my hands resting on your thighs. You so fine. Oh, and I know you mine. I'ma call you fight, we just ride. Oh, we just ride. We just ride. Oh, we just ride. We ride, we ride, we 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 ride.
Yo, if I got the juice, hey, you got the juice, then we got the juice. I'm calling the shots, you calling them too. We stick and we move, here go our plan. What we gon' do? Only book that flight for 2. We shop in Japan, get married and friends, have our kids in that motherland.
I don't even need to say this, but I'm the only one on her playlist, and I'm the only man on her heart. Girl, I'm going hard from you from that start, cause you my spot, and it all feel like a dream to me. Everybody knows you're the menace queen, so when they disrespecting, baby, you will never see her. Hop back in my whip and we gon' take a ride. Play Marvin Gaye, we just setting the vibe. My hand on the thigh while that temperature rise. Lean my seat back, let that cruise control drive. My baby so smart that head is on fire. I pull this thing over before both of us die. We can jump inside my ride. You gon' roll this while my hands resting on your thighs. You so fine. Oh, and I know you mine. I'ma call you queen and we gon' never fuss and fight. We just ride. Oh, we just ride. We just ride. Oh, we just ride. We ride, we ride, we 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 ride.
But me. That's right. No one but me. You say he don't treat you like I treat you, but you the one told me to leave you. Told you I go get a deal, so you had to see a meal before you could believe. Now you so lonely now when I see you. I be everywhere with my people. We go out to eat and get 1,000 drinks. They'll never decline my visa. Won't that you said I won't gon' be shit. Yep, that was you that said that. But this Benz said ain't no leasing. Like that Benz never taking you back. I know I will always be on your mind, and I won't lie. You was so fine, but I got over your ass in no time. Good God.
Is my number in your phone still?
Hey, baby.
When you said I never make it,
Was that you that said that?
I saw the chance I had to take
it. And I do it again in a heartbeat. All these fans that's following, all these women who be modeling. All I do is sit ignore when you calling me. Do you dream of me when you fall asleep? Every night with a different man partying. Well, I'm living my dreams like I thought I'd be while I'm wide awake. Ironically, in the top floor, in a baller suite with my new girl staying all week. You in the same accord on your second kid, 2 baby daddy, 2 car seats. Guess I will always be on your mind, and I won't lie. You was so fine, but I got over your ass in no time. My God.
Is my number in your phone still?
Still got it.
When you said I never make it, I saw the chance I had to take
I had to.
it. I'd do it again.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Again. And again.
I do it.
I do it. And again. And again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so this is how it feels when regret just gets so real. When the pages of your story go so wrong, you just can't deal. When you let your insecurities just get so damn strong, they build a wall around your heart so fucking tall that you can't feel and you can't see and you can't hear me. When I tell you just be patient, but I guess it's all my fault for placing my faith in the faithless. I really hope that you find God or something you can believe in and see there's more to life than Louis bags and first class trips on weekends. You needed this. You needed this. You did. I really hope you find peace at some point.
You got me going crazy. Must be produced it. Lately. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Shout out Floss B, man.
Baby, you stay on my mind. I wanna make you all of my time.
Tropical drinks and fine minks, sitting right over the Cuban links. She love it cause it's real. She always did love the way it feel, and she always will. I pulled up with some Dawn and some crushed ice. Back rubs for a Dawn off a tough flight. Tell me she hate it when I'm gone, she can't sleep at night. And by the time the bottle gone, we done up twice. She a keeper, so I keep her in. Look all that talking from the people, I don't sleep with them. Plus she hope I don't forget about her in and out of town. Black lace gown, she just wanna hold her looking down.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You got me going crazy. Just thinking about you lately. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Baby, you stay on my mind. I wouldn't mind giving you all of my time.
President suites and first class seats. Gourmet sweets, bon appetit. Whenever it's her and me in the sheets, don't have to speak. Catch us on the Sunset Beach for 2 weeks, huh?
Fly away, take this here to another place with my baby. I love it. I love it. It don't matter what the people say. I'm gonna love you anyways. As long as I'm with you. No complaints, it don't matter what we do. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You got me going crazy. Just thinking about you lately. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Baby, you stay on my mind. I wouldn't mind giving you all of my time.
Lay with you, stay with you, pray with you, play with you. I wish you play with my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If they can't get you, if they miss you, if they diss you, well that's their issue. I just wish you play with my head. Yeah, said, yeah, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Lay up when life will wear you down. I'ma hit your line like where you now. If you let me in, I'll wear you out. If you let me in, I'll wear you out. If I'm in the box, I'm there for rounds. Flex on your friends, I'll cancel my plans. This morning and night, prepared to bounce. Play with my locks and you'll get me open. In the same boat with your ocean, soaking, token dope. I never was a smoker, no, but now you're floating. Got me wanna okie doke it. I hit that after I hit that. Ignoring vice to that kickback. If you sore tonight, can assist that. Rub your sore thighs and that six pack. Yeah, I'm a chunky guy and you dig that. Rub my belly, I'm a lucky Buddha. It ain't nothing to you, you don't complicate it. No relationship, but when we fuck, we boot up. She can teach me, never substitute her. The moment I'm needed, I'm there. Forbidden fruit with my tongue on a pear. Head on your chest while you playing my hair. Oh yeah. Lay with you, stay with you, pray with you, play with you. I wish you play with my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They can't get you, they miss you, they diss you. Well, that's their issue. I just wish you play with my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Minutes, hours, days, I can lay, I can stay here. Put your phone on silent, it can vibrate and we can't hear. Fingers in my hair, I don't care if I got shit to do. I ain't been around, out of town, I've been missing you. Minutes, hours, days, you can lay, you can stay here. Put my phone on silent, it can vibrate and we can't hear. Fingers in your hair, you don't care if you got shit to do. I ain't been around, out of town, I've been missing you. Ooh. Lay with you, stay with you, pray with you, play with you. I wish you play with my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They can't get you, they miss you, they diss you. Well, that's their issue. I just wish you play with my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Turn down the lights, set the mood. Let's play that game, baby. You know the rules. Where the outcome won't change what we do. Whether we win or we lose, boy, you already know. Just keep still on my set. Don't need no props, just watch my silhouette. Your sex got me hooked like a drug. Make me call up my friends saying how good it was, baby. You got that scream out your name while you're doing your thing, baby. You got that can't let you go till you give me some more, baby. You got me lost for words like ooh, baby. Hold on, shit. Let me hop on that surfboard, oh babe. Just roll with the tide while I'm riding that wave. Now you already know. Keep still on my set. You working my body and making me sweat from the bed to the floor while I grip on this rug. Got me so hooked, I just can't get enough, baby. You got that scream out your name while you're doing your thing, baby. You got that can't let you go till you give me some more, baby. You got my mind stuck on what we did last night. Shit, you got me so damn. So I need your touch. Won't you come over? I want you to do more than just hold me. Oh, I want your love, baby. Come closer. Come closer. Shit. Damn. Baby, got that scream out your name while you're doing your thing, baby. You got can't let you go till you give me some more, baby. You got you've got that. Oh, yeah. You got give me some more, baby. You. You say you want somebody. You say you have a thing. You think you can get my body, but I don't think you can. don't think you are all the things that you say you are. Show me. Look, I wanna see them actions, 'cause they speak louder than your words. And if you ain't got no action, then your words is for the birds, yeah. And I ain't tryna believe you. I only go by what I say. And if you ain't tryna prove it, then I believe you. I don't think you are all the things that you say you are. Show me. I don't think you are all the things that you say you are. Show me. Girl, I've been up for 3 days. Tits been running like a relay. Got thoughts of him and her on replay. And this liquor got me good and crazy. I swear I tried and tried. Tonight we riding where we find, we slashing ties. I know he been creeping on the low, been mobbing on the low. Now I found out, shit, now we gotta go. He think he low-key slick, creeping with his low-key chick. Give me back my dough, keep it. He think he low-key slick. I held him down, but now I know I'm way too far to wait around. He think he low-key slick. Give me back my dough, keep it. I ain't fucking with it no more. 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 You know what it is. You know what it is. I don't fuck around while you play with the kid. While you play with the kid. You better come out here before I come in. Before I come in. I am from Vietnam, so crazy we is. Crazy we is. She ain't gon' do you like I do while you in her face. Tonight we been not find your car over by her place. Damn right I'm by you. You been creeping on the low, been mobbing on the low. Now I found out, shit, now we gotta go. He think he low-key slick, creeping with his low-key chick. Give me back my dough, keep it. He think he low-key slick. I held him down, but now I know I'm way too far to wait around. He think he low-key slick. Give me back my dough, keep it. I ain't fucking with it no more. 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 Might go Lorena Bobby, just chop it. Boy, you got me started, and you can't even stop it. Let's hit the ATM and get some bail money. 'Cause the bitch you with probably gon' tell on me. I'm with my best friend, she got me world star. Hashtag it's going down, you pissed your girl off. I'm on my way to you, and you don't even know. Got the address on your text message, boy, I'm at the job. Thought you was low-key slick, creeping with your low-key chick.
right, we're back. As I stated before, if you're on Spreaker.com listening to the show, look at those little yellow dots. It will let you know what songs I played. I do apologize. I'm gonna work on actually, cause like I just be going with the mood and everything, just playing, going through the list and playing what I want to. But I'm gonna start like doing an actual playlist so I can actually put out there exactly what tracks I'm actually playing and actually tell y'all up front and everything. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this new platform because it's kind of different from when I was on Blog Talk Radio and everything, going through the list and actually picking out what I'm gonna play. But it's part of that segment that I'm gonna come to and actually go over my picks for this week, NFL and everything. Let me actually go back, see how many I got right last week. All right. Okay, so I only got 4 games wrong last week. Let me see where I'm leading right now.
Out of how many?
Out of see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games.
Damn, you killed it then.
Yeah. Let me actually see where I'm ranked right now.
You be doing fantasy football and all that?
Yeah, I do fantasy football. My fantasy football leagues. I took a lot of chances on
you
a couple.
FanDuel? You can get paid from that.
Yeah, FanDuel. I actually do DraftKings.
DraftKings. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm in 3rd place right now in my group. Right behind James. Like I said, I'm gonna get it where I can actually get people to call in because everybody that's from back then know that me and James like to debate on football and everything. So yeah, so let's see, I am 1 point behind James. So we're gonna talk about that.
So you got him pretty much.
Yeah. And
like
there's
his position is not secure at all right now.
Yeah. Because, like, he only got 9 games right last week. So.
And you're only 1 point behind? How was that? Did he kill you the week before?
Yeah, he killed. I only got 4 games right in week 3.
Oh, okay.
Only 4 games right, yeah.
That makes sense, okay.
But one guy, I don't even know who this is, that's in number 1. I got.
He getting everything right now.
Yeah, he got 40 points. James got 37. I got 36. I believe the other person that's behind me is my boy Brock. Dante's right behind him. Then we got Chauncey and I think Ralph. Yeah, he hasn't been picking. He probably forgot about it. But let me go ahead and talk about my picks, and then we'll probably chop it up a little bit about football before we go back into talking about music and everything. I'm gonna have to. I picked against my Bucks last weekend because, like I said, there's a lot of key players in our defense that are not there, and I just think the only reason that we won that game is because the Giants. I don't know what's going on with the Giants, but they should have beat us. Honestly, like with the fact that we are missing like a lot of key players in our defense. I'm glad that we came through, and I like the fact like we also have that curse with our kicker. Like last year is the same thing. Still having the same. Like our kicker missed like 3 field goals. But yeah,
what? He needs to get fired, bro.
Yeah, but he came through like the game winning field goal.
Oh, okay.
So like he redeemed himself because like if he had missed that field goal, he probably would have lost his goal. He probably would. Yeah, he would have lost his job.
Yeah.
Because like he missed 3 field goals, and then like we needed him that last second. He came through. So shout out to folks. I hopefully he continues. I don't know what exactly happened with him, but we played the New England Patriots Thursday. Tom Brady gonna be upset. That's all I gotta say. Tom Brady. They just lost to the Panthers by a field goal. Last second field goal. So, like I said, we're missing a lot of key players in our defense, and Tom Brady's going to be upset. And I've been joking around with my boy Chaz on talking about how we were going to destroy the Patriots, but after seeing how they just lost to the Panthers, like I got to pick the Patriots for this. I want to pick my Bucks, but like I said, we are missing too many key players. I got the Bills against the Bengals. I got the Bills over the Bengals. I got the Jets over the Browns. I got the Lions over the Panthers. I got the Titans over the Dolphins. I got the Colts over the 49ers. I got the Chargers over the Giants. I got the Eagles over the Cardinals. I got the Steelers over the Jaguars. I got the Raiders over the Ravens. I got the Rams over the – one of my upset picks is the Rams over the Seahawks. I got the Packers over the Cowboys. And another upset, I got the Texans over the Chiefs. And then I got the Vikings over the Bears. So those are my picks for this week. We'll see how that pans out. We'll talk about it next week. Thursday game, we got the Patriots. My Bucks got on prime time and everything. You're Eagles fans, correct?
I am.
So how you think y'all come out the gate just firing on all cylinders this year?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm by far the worst sports fan in the entire world. So let me tell you why. Because you said that, right? That means we're undefeated right now, I'm assuming?
Nah, y'all 3-1. 3-1.
Okay. See, I didn't even know. One, I didn't know there was 4 games already.
Oh.
I'm bruh. You know what it is with sports, man? I just can't keep up with it, bruh. I be trying to keep up with so much stuff. I feel like it's a full-time job, kind of trying to keep up with sports. So the way I move with the Eagles is you won't see me repping no other team. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's it. You know what I'm saying? Whether we win or we lose, I'm still gonna be wearing my Eagles jacket. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm glad they're winning though. 4-1. That's not bad.
Yeah. They're like they kind of shocked me and everything. I wasn't expecting them to come out the gate the way that they have been. They have won some big games and everything. So
Patriots are trash right now too, aren't they?
Yeah. The Patriots. I wouldn't say trash, but
like
I kind of
like more trash than what they normally do.
Yeah, like
because they're normally like elite. They're like they just come through and sweep.
Yeah, I feel like their defense is holding them back and everything.
Oh, okay.
So
their offense is always on point.
Yeah, their offense they have Tom Brady. Tom Brady usually gets them out of stuff, and they mention it a lot in the game against the Panthers. Like the Panthers got to find out their holes, and Cam Newton took advantage of that and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that they're on the decline, but we'll see Thursday how that goes. Like I said, hopefully Jameis Winston can find some holes like Cam Newton did. But like I said, like we're missing Quan, we're missing Levon Davis, we're missing McCoy. Like it's just too much that we just got to see against the Patriots. So just got to see how that goes as far as Thursday night game. I'm actually I forgot to mention this. Thursday we're not actually going to be broadcasting and everything. I'm going to see how I can work out a couple of tweaks. So far, dag. And talking about tweaks, I'm not even like I've been trying to make sure that when we actually doing the interview, I have it on the guest. So like, let me get back on to the guest on the live interview. Most people are like, you're looking at me or you're looking at the guests and stuff like that. I completely forgot about that. But
you know what you gotta get, bro? Gotta get that tripod popping.
Yeah, that's
tripod.
That's
change the game, bro.
That's one thing that I'm trying to do is actually have my camera, but for some reason, like I got the HDMI cable and everything, hooked it up to my computer, and it's not streaming for some reason.
Oh, you're talking about streaming right off the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. So I've been looking at
So that's how you can get the clarity out of the live streaming.
Yeah.
That's one of my bones that I always like. I don't really like how because to me, even though streaming is popping, I feel like we jump back to MySpace level. You know what I mean? Low key. You know what I mean? Like not completely, but kinda. And I was trying to figure out like, why is it not 1080p? You know what I mean? Like I'm always trying to figure that out. Like when are we gonna be able to get live 1080p? I don't know when that's gonna happen, but who knows?
Yeah, like that's what I was trying to do and everything, cause like I knew I was gonna be streaming from the laptop, and I wanted to actually have it where people can see me and the guests
Yeah.
at the same time. So that's why I got the HMI. I bought the HMI cord from Best Buy like the night of my first episode. No, night before my first episode.
Yeah.
And I was home and I hooked it up, and it wouldn't show like when I put the live on the actual camera, it said can't go live. So you know how like yeah, because it was hooked up, so like it's like it was just reading from the actual
card or something.
Card, yeah. So like, and I was looking at YouTube videos and everything, and
YouTube University.
It just like I don't know what I was doing wrong, but like I was looking at YouTube videos and they were doing it perfectly. I'm like, so what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So I got to figure out exactly what's going on and why it won't actually stream live from the camera, because like I want to have it set up, because like I had it set up where I was recording people and stuff like that, but like it just wouldn't like stay recording, so like I got to figure that out. But yeah, that's what I want to do eventually, is like have it where people can see me and the guests at the same time, and it's not like too different, because like right now people can see me on one stream on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I just saw that on Facebook.
And then like they're seeing you on another one, so like they got pick and choose which one they're going to actually do.
So the views are being split up too.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
That's the worst part, really. The views
and then like with YouTube, like YouTube is where the money's at, like the views with the YouTube, but Facebook, like you getting views, you're not making any money.
You know, like I was watching an interview with what's the dude, Country Wayne. And he had an interview at the Breakfast Club, and he was saying, because you know he popped off of Facebook.
Yeah.
So that was his platform, even though you can't make money off of it. That was his platform that he went viral on. So he keeps putting content out on there, even though he's doing the YouTube. But he was saying that if you can go viral on Facebook, he was like, you'll never go broke, because he was like, because when you think about it, think about the people that are on Facebook. Like at this point, you've either turned your Facebook account into a business transaction. You're really just on there keeping up with views, and Facebook really has done a good job at making the reshare like powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the video platform, you know over that. So it's like, and then it's like a lot of our parents and grandparents are on Facebook too, and they're like in tune with what's going on Facebook for real. So it's like, he was saying like he's always gonna sell out shows as long as he keeps going viral on Facebook, because it's like those fans are like hardcore ride or die, he said. And I was like, I didn't even think about it like that, but like Instagram and Twitter fans, they're probably fickle. They'll move to the next profile if it ain't popping over there. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. The other thing, cause like one of my friends was like, you should go live on Instagram, but Instagram like it doesn't stay up there, like
24 hours,
yeah,
just like Snapchat.
Yeah, so like with Facebook, it's gonna actually stay up there and
it's
everything.
Like, it's content at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a lot of people that got popular off of Facebook and stuff, like there was this one guy, like I cannot remember his name now, but he was on Atlanta. He was a dude that went he was a trans white person. You see that episode?
Was it a comedy video? That's really all I'm watching.
No, Atlanta on FX. You never watched the show?
Bro, I haven't, bro. And that's a shame, right? I feel like
it's with Childish Gambino.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like my black card should be like suspended for that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody watches that.
Yeah, that show, like my mom didn't like it. Like
I got the fire stick and everything. I'm just slipping, bro.
There was an episode where he was trying to get a kids meal, and I don't know, it bothered my mom so much that because the girl was saying, you're not a kid, so you can't get a kids meal.
Yeah.
And my mom was just sitting there, what do you mean you ain't gonna give him a kids meal? It's
for real?
Yeah. My mom was like really she wouldn't watch the show anymore because she thought it was so stupid. But yeah, it's one of them stupid funny movie shows. And then like you said that, like with me, I look at shows and I look for like branding, like Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. Like, I don't watch it for the drama. Like, if you really pay attention, you
That's the
see
best worst show in the world, bro. It's like the best worst show in the world.
you learn a lot about Brandon from that show.
Yeah,
like
it's
if you
it's
really
terrible,
pay attention,
but it's
yeah.
great. Yeah, it's
And then
terrible,
like
but great.
the certain people actually benefit off it. Like look at Cardi B, like and I think Michelle K like
K Michelle.
Yeah, K Michelle.
Was she? Yeah, I think that's yeah.
And then she never came back. Like the same thing with Cardi B. Like she
that's
one
right.
season.
She did musically pop off on that show.
Yeah, they one season. She got her name out there, and then they went to the music. Like they
But
say,
you know what? I forgot about the K Michelle thing because she's been away from it for so long. Was she acting ratchet on the show? Do you remember?
actually did not watch that
That's probably part
that
of your
season.
contract, right? Like you have to like wild out at least one time.
Well, from what I understand is like they'll cut and piece what they want to, cause like I actually talked to somebody. I interviewed this one girl from America's Top Model, and she was like,
is that when you were in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was like, they cut and paste because like they made it seem like she was basically, what's the word? And I just I had that dinky. They made her seem like she was dinky on there. And then she didn't have time management, and she was like, it wasn't as bad as they put it on there, but they just expanded it to make it seem like she was always late, and that wasn't the case.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so like
editing could do that though.
Yeah, so like they basically do the content that was going to actually get people to actually watch and stuff like that. And like you know like some of the stuff on there, like some of the stuff is real, and then some of the stuff is scripted.
True.
Because like this, like I watched bits and pieces of the last season where I forgot which city it was, but that Rashida's husband, and the whole thing with him getting some stripper pregnant.
What? That's ratchet already.
Yeah, so like, and I'm sitting there like,
why is he hitting a ratchet? Why is he hitting a stripper raw? Number one, that's the first question.
And then they were talking about how she basically other rappers that was on the show possibly hit her too.
Oh my god.
So like I actually sit there and I was like, this just seems scripted.
Yeah, but the worst part is that sounds real factual though. That could really be their life.
Yeah.
Some people's lives are so crazy. You think it's scripted? This is real life for them. It's just funny though. Like some people like, I feel like some of those stories are probably scripted, but they're really living that life though. Like,
True.
It's kind of sad.
But what would you like if something came to North Carolina like that? Would you jump on it? Because like I actually saw something floating around said they were trying to do a Love and Hip Hop North
Whatever
Carolina.
happened to it?
Yeah,
you
like,
saw that too, right?
Yeah,
whatever happened to it?
I don't know. Like
the buzz was hype. The hype.
Yeah.
There was hype for it, bro.
I put my application in and everything, and I thought I saw one person that was like a lead in it talking about filming and stuff like that, but like I haven't heard nothing else about it.
It completely died, bro. It completely died. It was hot on Facebook for like 2 weeks straight.
So like I don't know if it was just somebody trolling.
Nah, I think it was real, bro. I just feel like he didn't execute. Whoever it was, I just feel like the execution was trash. Like, I don't know, man. I feel
Did you apply?
Nah, I ain't apply, man. I think because I knew it would probably fall through. That's some stuff. That's something like that. It could work because there's a lot of drama in Raleigh. I think. I don't really mingle with like a lot of other artists and stuff like that. Like, not on like that. Like, I'm better than people or nothing like that. But like, I'm not into their drama. Like, I know you, I talk to you, you know, we're cool when we see each other, but I don't know about anybody's drama. But from what I've heard, from what I've heard, it seems like people got enough drama in just the Raleigh area to have a whole show. So that's why I was excited because I was like, yo, if this really goes, like, this is going to be good. You know what I mean? Because I don't know all the drama, but I know people don't like each other around here. You know what I mean? So that'd be interesting to watch on TV. Especially people that I know, or not on. It wouldn't be on TV probably. It'd be on YouTube probably. But yeah, I don't know whatever happened with it. The buzz was so big for it, yo. You know the side chicks is Charlotte though.
Yeah, I heard about that too, and like it was actually a web series, wasn't it?
It started off as a music video.
Oh,
it
for
was
real?
A joke as a music video, yeah. But the music video went viral. off the fact that this rapper had all these side chicks, like really like these girls are side chicks to like somebody with some sort of stature. So he knows them because he's like the guy in Charlotte. So he put them all in his video and made a song about side chicks or something. And the song went viral probably because it's really people's side chicks. And then so they shot a couple episodes. They shot like a pilot episode and like a couple episodes, like enough for a season. And we're just like in the talks trying to get it like negotiated and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know that because because I haven't watched it, but like I saw a lot of people talking about it and everything.
Because we would have known if it came out.
Yeah,
they went up to the Breakfast Club though.
Yeah, because like even Charlamagne was talking because I think they won Donkey of the Day.
Yup.
So like
Lil Duval was up there too.
Oh, for real?
Oh, he was killing them, bro. Killing them. You know how Lil Duval be doing.
Yeah.
He was up there when they were doing their interview, bro. Killing them, bro. Like, bro, it was so funny. Charlamagne and Lil Duval, they had to kick them out like halfway through the interview. They was like, all right, we're gonna do a real interview. Y'all got to go. It was funny though.
Yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned because like we were talking about podcasts and everything. Like the Breakfast Club, like I feel like that's one of the most educational like
radio platforms.
Yeah, like you learn so much. Like sometimes like I'll sit there and like on my days off, I have my smart DVD player and like it has that YouTube and I'll just go to the Breakfast Club and just let it stream all the Breakfast Club stuff and everything. But yeah, that's one of the smart platforms and stuff like that. And then you learn so much. Like I've been wanting to get that Charlamagne book just to see exactly
Black Privilege Opportunity comes to those at crib. Yeah, I got it at the crib.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
how is it?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. It's well written. Because it's like it's real people talk. Like it's really him talking. So it's like you hear how he talks in the interview. The book is written the same way, same curse words and everything. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why it's like it's an easy read because it feel like somebody's really talking to you, like somebody that you rock with. You know what I mean? So it was done. It was written well. It was definitely written well, and I think he wrote it. So kudos to him. And he was like a New York Times bestseller for like a hot minute, which is a crazy like accolade to put on your like resume. Like that New York Times, that's a different level of like I'm doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I actually interviewed this one girl that I don't know why right now I am Tiffany Montgomery, and
that sound familiar. Who is that?
She's actually from Raleigh. Like she was the bestseller in Essence magazine. I think like 7 times.
Damn.
She put out like 3 books and like she right now.
What's her
like,
books about?
There was like 2 urban books and then there was a book about
like a story?
poetry. Yeah.
Like tales.
Yeah.
Almost? Okay.
And then like now she's like touring the country, doing motivational speaking and everything. Like that's what she did. She basically because like a lot of people like she actually had a program called Knocked Up Now What because like when she first started, it was because she got pregnant and basically everybody was telling her that she ruined her life.
Oh yeah.
So she basically set out to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah.
And she basically a millionaire now. Like she was telling me how she's been on BET and everything.
That's what I'm saying. I know I've heard that name several times. Yeah.
And like it was crazy that I got her on my show. I talked to her twice on there and stuff like that. I haven't been able to talk to her. I think like the last time I tried to reach out to her, she told me to hit up her publicist, and then her publicist gave me this crazy number just to talk to her again. I was like, dang.
For real?
Yeah, like
dang, that's crazy.
So I was just like, I'm glad that I got to talk to her when I did on my show, because like now like she's charging for interviews. So I was like, oh well.
Hey, the price goes up at some point.
But like she's touring and doing motivational speaking and everything. But
So you were in Atlanta for how long?
I was actually in Atlanta for 4 or 5 years.
Okay. And why'd you move down there?
Like
just because, or like school?
The true story about that is like I was raised in North Carolina. I actually moved to Maryland with my ex.
Oh, what side? I'm born in Maryland. I'm born in Maryland.
We were in Glen Burnie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like things didn't work out. My mom and sister was in Atlanta. My sister's still down there, and I decided to And then like I actually lost my job in Atlanta with some shiesty stuff.
What were you doing?
I was actually doing this marketing job where we did windshield repairs.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I was out of work for like I think like 3 months, and then my dad like he was starting his business up here, so I decided to move back up here to help him with the business.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
what should dad do up here?
He actually has a ice cream business.
Oh,
Like
word.
yeah, they were in Lowe's and stuff like that, but something came through, it fell through and stuff like that. So they in a couple restaurants and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the main reason I came back to North Carolina.
I know a girl in Apex that does like ice cream at her family's farm and making crazy money.
Oh, for real?
Crazy money, bro. Yeah, the ice cream game is low key. It's some money in the ice cream business. Like, I used to work at Goodberry's for 3.5 years too, so I know about the whole frozen custard ice cream game. It's crazy in the summertime. Like,
Yeah.
$5,000 nights, like 5 nights a week type of nights.
Yeah,
Crazy
cause like
stuff.
you'll go driving down the street and Good Bears like you'll see people lined up and stuff like that late at night.
Bro, it's insane. It used to be insane, bro. Like, that was my high school job, and then 1 year after college. Like, it was crazy. It was a good experience, though. That was the second job I ever had. Mickey D's was the first spot.
It seemed like everybody like most of everybody's first job was either Wendy's or McDonald's.
Yeah, because I think they hire you the youngest. That's one of those places that'll hire you. Like, when I was living up in right outside of the Philly area, they hired you at 14. But when I came down here, they didn't hire you till you were 16, I think. But I think like Chick-fil-A, they hire young people too, like 15 years old. So like if you're really trying to get a job, that's like the only option you have for a while.
And Chick-fil-A, like when I just recently heard how much they make, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, they getting paid, bro.
Yeah, and like you see why they so happy.
And they don't never leave, bro. Like people have like worked at Chick-fil-A for like 40 years,
and
bro.
you know that you're gonna get Sunday off.
Every week, yeah, and if you can get that Saturday, you lit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then they'll pay for college tuition too. Like they'll pay a percentage of college tuition. Yeah, because I know, like if you're in like high school going there, like you put like a certain amount of hours in or time in, like they contribute to your college fund too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A do a lot, bro. I rock with Chick-fil-A. You know why I rock with Chick-fil-A because even when like all the gay rights stuff was going on, they was like, "Nah, we not changing, yo.
Yeah,
you still gonna eat."
Yeah,
like, low key, that's kind of gangster. Like, I'm sure that offended people, but I respected the fact that they did not move position for anybody. Like,
yeah, they stand to their rights and everything, like their beliefs and stuff like that. So like they believe on not working on Sundays. They, like
Bible.
So like. You gotta respect them for that. So like
they're not moving in their position.
Yeah. We coming up to the about the end of the show and everything. Let's talk about while we're closing out. Like what type of music are you actually working on right now?
Right now, so as like a reflection of that song that we played earlier, like Ride.
Mm-hmm.
That song wasn't the most received song I've ever done, but it was definitely up there on the list of like people like, yo, that joint, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to write more songs in that vein, and I've also have a song called Trumpet Intro on Facebook and and also on YouTube. That song, people really like that too, where it's just bars, it's just rapping, but it's it's like real life, like NWA would say, like reality raps. I'm trying to.
I like that video too. It was real creative.
Yeah. The video was like, but that joint took a minute to film, bro. And I was tired at the end of that day, bro. But it worked out perfectly. It literally worked out perfect, yo. The editing came out perfect. Like, shout out to Head Graphics and Terrence Holden. Howard Holden. He's the guy that did the animations in the video. But he shoots short film. He's really moving. He's in the Philly area, actually.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, man, that video came out good. I do all the creative ideas and everything behind the video, so I like to see when something like literally whatever I saw in my head comes out in real life. It comes out. I enjoy that. So
yeah, that's one thing about me and everything. Like I'll sit there and the couple times like I've done like 3 music videos. Only one has been released. I'm still waiting on Fat to give me the go to release Taste. So like that done a couple snippets of that, but like I'll sit there and like if you there, I'll just stare and look around the scene and think about like how I want it. I listen to the music, zone out, and people will just be like, so what do you want us to do? And I'll just zone out and look around the scene and then be like, yeah, this is what I want you to do and stuff like that. So like it's like to me like just having my creative juices just flowing and stuff like that. That's why I love music and just the entertainment business because like you can release your creativity and stuff like that.
As long as people want to buy into it, you can do anything, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. I'm definitely going to be dropping an EP by the end of this year. I don't know at all what it's going to be called. I don't know anything about it. I just know I'm going to drop 6 tracks. You know what I mean? And I'll probably release videos behind them as well. I just don't know. I don't know what the name of them is, what the concept will be. It's gonna be chill though. It's wintertime, yo. It's wintertime. You better get you a lady. It's getting nippy out here right now. So you better have something for the wintertime.
So have you already researched on how to actually get it on like the streaming platforms and everything?
Yeah. I got that taken care of. Yeah. So, and it just has to be original music. So, I'll probably won't even do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if it's going to be original beats or it's going to be YouTube beats yet either. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I definitely musically, I'm about to start hitting them in the head though, just to make people remember. The wintertime is my season. Summertime, everybody else goes crazy. I'm about that winter life. Yeah, so.
Yeah, everybody always try to put those summer anthems out and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to make an anthem, bro. I'm just going to I know how to make that chill music that you just going to relax to. Or if you want to hear something low-key clever, I got you. You know what I mean? But that's about it. I got to stop going into making a song like, yeah, this song got to do that. This song got to do that. It's too much anxiety. Like, then y'all never release a song, man. I write the verse. I'll be like, man, that joint was trash. Even though it might be hot. I don't know. Yeah. It's been deleted already. So nobody was going to know if it was hot or trash. You know what I mean? So just got to get rid of that fear again. I don't know why. I'm just like nervous about it for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm gonna just do it now.
That's how you have to do it. Sometimes, cause like it sounds like you just like me, you were just hard on. Cause like a lot of people say I'm just too hard on myself and stuff like that. So like sometimes you just gotta push it out there and everything. What is something else that you would like people to know about you before we close out? Like things that we might not have discussed in this interview.
Nothing too much, man, but I just want everybody to know. I want everybody to go ahead, just keep up with me, man. Follow me on all my social media platforms. It's The Menace, #4 Real. So The Menace for real, but #4 Real. That's everything. That's SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, literally everything. If you type in AJ The Menace, you're going to find me. Definitely follow the podcast, because if you don't hear my music, you'll hear my voice every week. For at least an hour and 15 minutes. Every Wednesday we drop around noon. We're on iTunes now, SoundCloud, so type in the 3 Oak podcast, Oak like OAK. We're on iTunes now, yo. Hit that subscribe. Please leave a review, comment, share, and all that, so we can start moving up the charts on that. And that's pretty much it, man. Just, I don't know, man. You know when people ask you that, I don't know what to be saying. I'll be like, bro, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't be knowing. I just be like, because I just want to keep putting content out. I don't know. That's all I'm like. Literally, that's all my focus is. So like, if you stay in tune with me and you liked a couple things you heard tonight, the content's gonna keep coming. It's not gonna stop. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna keep coming and just gonna keep getting better and better. So just keep up with me and then just check out what I got coming up in the future.
Okay. And like he said and everything, because I know that most people, like you most likely probably see me on the Facebook and everything. Make sure that you go to Spreaker.com, hit the follow button, hit the follow button on there and stuff like that. I think it's follow. It's either follow or like that. Hit the follow button on that. I'm also have it on YouTube. YouTube is Ill McKenzie, one word, youtube.com/ Ill McKenzie, one word. Or you can just go to quarantineenterprise.com. No longer Quarantine Radio. .com is now Quarantine Enterprise, because like we're doing more than the radio show. I'm still working on everything. I'm looking for bloggers. If you're a blogger, hit me up. looking for bloggers for that and everything.
Influencers.
So what?
Influencers too. Those are the key to the city now.
Yeah.
Influencers, man. They shout your stuff out one time, you might catch a nice couple hundred hits.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, share. With me, it's either Il McKenzie on social media or you hear Quarantine Enterprise. I'm even on LinkedIn. You see a Quarantine Enterprise LLC on LinkedIn, Google Plus, Tumblr, anywhere. So
you on Tumblr too?
Yeah.
I get down with Tumblr.
Yeah. Tumblr, I feel like is more
Tumblr
of the
used to be
hardcore.
ratchet back in the day. Whoa.
Yeah.
Tumblr was ratchet.
I feel like you have more hardcore, dedicated fans on Tumblr and everything. Like you go up on there.
You can build a crazy Tumblr following.
Yeah.
Yeah. People get popping on Tumblr.
Yeah. So yeah, I honestly feel like they actually, when you have somebody actually blog you and stuff on Tumblr, like they really like your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta look good on Tumblr.
Yeah, you don't have too many people that actually still on Tumblr, but like when they're hardcore people and stuff like that. Yeah, but other than that, like I said, Thursday we'll be taking a break and everything. Not gonna be on here on Thursday. Next Tuesday we actually have a motivational speaker coming on. Thursday we have a girl that I actually met at one of the shows that you were on, Simone. She's supposed to be coming on the show and stuff like that. I believe I'm saying her name, Simone.
Oh, Simone, the R&B singer.
Yeah. You made me think I was saying it wrong.
Yeah, bro. No, sorry. No, because I knew who she was. I just couldn't remember what her face looked like. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be having her on the show Thursday and everything. So like we have a pack house next week, but we're gonna take a break. Like I said, I'm just trying to tweak out a couple of things. I got shout out my friend Tiana Johnson. She's been keeping me on point with everything that's going on, like making sure that she lets me know like when the volume's down and stuff like that. So like I said, we're gonna get this tweaked. Like this is the relaunch, and like I said, it's new platform. I'm trying to get everything correct and everything, and I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Like I see the people on the Facebook Live that's been popping up, giving me shout outs and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that and everything. Just keep tuning into Quarantine Radio. We're going to make sure that we have all the content and stuff like that. And like once we get the phone number and everything, people that's not in Raleigh, North Carolina, we're going to try to see if we can get you in the interviews and stuff like that, just like I used to have it on Blog Talk Radio and stuff like that. So I bet that's all I can say. You have anything else that you want to say?
The Menace for real on all my platforms. Make sure, please follow. I'm making the announcement. This is the first place I made the announcement, actually. We are on iTunes, baby, with the podcast. The Three Oak Podcast. The number 3, OAK Podcast. AJ The Menace, Shane M. Petty, Color Heart Productions. Yeah, man. Every week, man, it's been slowly going, man, and we're doing we've been looking good every week. So please subscribe and follow on SoundCloud, The Three Oak Podcast.
Oh, dang. I even forgot because like you mentioned Leon, and I forgot. It was Leon's birthday, right?
No, Leon's birthday is January.
Oh, dang. It must be some other Leon that I was looking at.
Another Leon on your Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was about to say I should give him a shout out. So it must be somebody else that I got on my Facebook named Leon.
Yeah. His birthday in January.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, other than that, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're coming back next week, strong and everything. This show has been quarantined. I once again appreciate AJ The Menace is coming on.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday. And as he said, follow him on all social media and listen to his podcast. All right.
Peace.
Hey, this is Nola Ada, and you are now rocking with Il McKenzie right here.
Yo, what up, world? It's your man 504 Detroit. You already know every Tuesday and every Thursday I'm tuned in to the hottest radio station across the land, Quarantine Radio. They push it down and they play all the hottest new music.
boy Gabe, and I want to give a big shout out to Quarantine Radio. Make sure you check them out every Tuesday and every Thursday. And thank you for supporting my new single, Down Low.
Yo, what's up, man? It's the kid Swift, a baby, young Swift. One time for the check-in with my dog, my homie, Ill McKenzie, straight out of ATL, Georgia. And you know how we rocking out here, baby. Let's get it.
Humble get no respect.